Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday and welcome to Morgantown, Pennsylvania, an area I used to frequent quite often many years ago. I used to date a girl who lived out here, but now I don't get out here nearly as much, which is a shame because it's a nice area and they do have a Goodwill. So decided to make the drive. It's about a half-hour drive out here, so decided to make the drive, check out the Goodwill, see what they have. Have not been here in a very long time, so let's go in and hope, I can't even talk, it's so cold, and hope they have some good deals. Well, this does look to be about it for the movies. Some DVDs here, very little in the way of VHS, and some records, and that looks to be about it. Oh, and a nice stack of CDs here. Who knows, maybe some good bands in there, but this is not looking too promising, but let's dive in. Let's hope for something good. Well, all right, first thing I come across is an HD DVD of The World's Most Beautiful Places. Not exactly a title I'm dying to have, but it is an HD DVD. I do not come across these too often anymore, so for only $2.97, I think I'm picking it up. And another good find for only $2.97, the complete first season of Life's Too Short. That is absolutely awesome. If the discs are in good shape, this is something I definitely have to pick up as well. Oh no. It looks like this Goodwill has turned into one of those Goodwills that no longer keep their discs inside the cases. They have them up front. That leads to scratching. These discs could have been in perfect condition when they came in, but now that they've put them in a binder or something like that, they could have very well become horribly scratched. So I'm gonna go up there, I'm gonna find out, but that's not a good sign. Well, unfortunately, this does look to be about it. Again, if the discs are in good shape. There's no music here I wanna pick up, nothing good in there. And that's it for the movies, just this small little section. So that is definitely a shame. But there is another Goodwill we can go to, so hopefully the day is not a complete bust, and hopefully these discs are not horribly scratched. Well, surprisingly, the discs were actually in good shape. I wasn't too worried about the HD DVD, but it was that DVD set up, Life's Too Short. That I was a little nervous about, but no, the discs were in great shape, so I picked both those up, and also another fun little treat for myself. But all right, like I said, there's another Goodwill down the street. We're gonna go hit them up, and then I don't really know anywhere else out here to go shopping, so we'll probably head home after that. All right, we have made it to our second Goodwill, and as you can see, we are definitely in farm country. I love it out here, it's so great. Just smells like cow manure. You know what? I don't mind that smell because I love the country. It's great. This is a really cool Goodwill too, because it looks like it's in like an old like hangar or something. I don't know, just a really odd shaped building, but it's really cool. I found some good deals in here in the past. We were actually just here, I don't know, a few months ago, if you guys remember that. So let's go see if they have anything good. I don't know. Found some Game Boy games last time. That's gonna be awesome if they have some more of those. Found a GameCube as well, which is really cool. So again, let's see what they got. All right, so I immediately walk in. There's some UMD videos and some DVDs down there. I didn't even have time to show you everything because they immediately asked if I wanted help. I said yes, picked up some UMD videos. That is awesome. So yeah, about 5 seconds in the store and I've already bought some stuff I wanted to grab. So great. But now we're headed downstairs where they have lots more, all kinds of DVDs and whatnot down here. This is where I got that GameCube for dirt cheap last time. So, all right, let's see what they have in the creepy old basement. Well, they certainly do have plenty of media. Look at this entire shelf full of CDs, DVDs, all kinds of stuff here. This is fantastic. Now, it will take a little while to look through all this, but I'm sure it'll be worth it. Hopefully, there's some good deals in here and some titles I actually need to pick up. Oh my God. First thing I come across while looking through the CDs is a Regatta 69 CD. This is an absolutely fantastic ska band and just not one of the more well-known ones. So definitely a CD I never come across. It's $1.97. This is something I definitely have to pick up. Well, of course, this is amazing, but at home, I already have both versions of this that they released. Well, unfortunately, out of all of these DVDs, there's only one thing I came across that I need to pick up, and that is Livewire Human Time Bomb, which is the sequel to Livewire. So pretty cool to come across this. I don't think I've ever seen this out in the wild, so I'm definitely picking it up, especially for only $3. But again, that's it. Do I honestly need yet another VHS rack? I don't know, but when I come across these, I usually pick them up. This is only $3. I may have to grab this. All right, well, that was definitely a nice trip out here to Goodwill. Definitely glad I decided to run in there. Found some really cool UMD videos. Like I said, as soon as I walked in, and I immediately started looking into the front register area there, a lady came up to me and said, "Do you need help?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I see those too." And I just immediately bought something, so that was awesome. They had some Game Boy games, but nothing I needed. And then downstairs, all those CDs and all those DVDs. Unfortunately, I only picked up one CD and one DVD, but it was a really awesome CD and a really awesome DVD, so that's cool. And of course, yet another thing I don't need here, another VHS display unit. So yeah, I don't need it, but it was only $3. I had to pick it up. So all right, it's still raining. It's getting harder. I think we're gonna head home. There's somewhere else we could stop. I have no idea if they're open or not. So They are right down the road. Maybe we'll go check out this one other consignment shop that I know of. We'll see if they're open, but otherwise, I think that's about it. Like I said, it is raining. It is kind of crappy out, and I sort of at this point just want to get home. Well, all right, this is awesome. It does appear that the thrift shop is in fact open. This is great. We're here at Lucky Dog Thrift Shop. I've only ever been in here once before, but I did find some pretty good titles on DVD. I think even like a Criterion collection last time I was in here, so let's go in, let's see what they got. Like I said, I've only been here once before, so I'm pretty excited to go back in now. So first thing when I walk in, I'm already coming across a boatload of VHS here, and already some really cool titles. We have some Ghost Rider, that's awesome. We have a Video Tours release. I love these. Every time I come across those, I definitely pick them up. And a Tooth and Nail video compilation. I love picking these up also. So I think these are only $1 a piece. I'm definitely grabbing these. Well, I found a nice pocket of DVDs and CDs here, but unfortunately, nothing I need. They got a boatload of wrestling DVDs here now, nothing I'm interested in personally. And from what you guys have told me, if I want to pick any up to sell, I really need to look for the ones that say WWF on it. These are all WWE, so I'm going to pass on those. All right, now here we go. A boatload more VHS, all for 50 cents a piece. I guess unless it's a kid's movie, then it's 75 cents. And music videos are $1. I don't get the pricing, but who cares? Great prices and boatloads of stuff, including, look at this really cool Gone with the Wind set down here. That is absolutely awesome. I wonder how much they went for that. $4. We're gonna pass on that, but still tons of awesome stuff. All right, let's dive in. They do some awesome stuff here, but once again, nothing I need. Well, as you can see, this place is absolutely just gigantic. There's so much to look at here, which is fantastic, but also extremely overwhelming at the same time. Who knows what I'm missing up on? I mean, look, we're going into the back now, and this place just keeps going and going and going. It doesn't stop. This is absolutely awesome. But again, there's so much to look through here. Who knows what they have? I've done my best to find all the little pockets of DVDs and VHS and whatnot they have, but I guarantee you I'm missing a ton of awesome stuff. There could be some film reels, there could be some projectors, there could be more DVDs, there could be more VHS, even some Blu-rays. Who knows? Laserdiscs maybe? I have no idea. There's so much to look through. I am doing my best. I think I have done my best, but I think that is about it. I think this is all I'm picking up, so awesome place to look through, but there's just so much to look through. Well, actually, it looks like I'm not picking up anything. I completely forgot to grab cash today. I did not stop at the ATM. All I have is my credit card, and I have to spend at least $10 in there to use my credit card, so I guess I'm not picking up those VHS tapes today. Oh well, it is what it is. Well, all right, so I went into their sister store here, which is called, I have no idea. Used to Be. That's what it is. It's apparently their I don't know, sister store. Apparently it's like the same store, but a different name. I have no idea how it works. So here's the thing. They only made me spend $5 in there to use my credit card, which was easy enough to do. I found some stuff I wanted to pick up. However, they wouldn't let me film in there. The guy at the front cash register politely asked me not to film. So I was allowed to film in the other store, but had to spend $10 to use my credit card. But I was allowed to, or I was not allowed to film in their sister store, but I only had to spend $5 to use my credit card. I don't get it, but I did find some cool stuff, so awesome. I absolutely just love the country. All right, that's about it. It's getting late, so let's get home and take a look at everything I picked up. All right, back from spending the evening in Amish Country. Definitely a fun place. I really like it out there. It's beautiful. You guys know I've been out there in the past with you guys, and I just tell you how much I love it out there. It's great. It's farm country. I love it. It's where I want to live. I want to live on a farm somewhere with nobody for miles around. That's what I want. So I absolutely love going out there, and I really should get out there more often because, as you see, they have thrift stores and pawn shops and consignment shops and all kinds of stuff out there, and I guarantee you they have a ton that I do not even know exist. The 3 we went to were pretty much the 3 I know about, but I can guarantee you if I did a little bit of Google searching, I would totally find a ton more. So one of these days, we're gonna go out there and we're gonna hit it up big. That's the plan. Maybe I'll get the Cinema Sickness crew together or stuff, and we'll all go out there and just hit up all the stores. So we'll see. One of these days that will happen. Maybe the spring or something like that. But anyway, so decided to head out there and ended up hitting up 3 stores. So let's take a look at everything I picked up. So as you saw, the first store I hit up was Goodwill. The Goodwill in Morgantown, which didn't really have too much going on. As you saw, their selection was pretty weak. They had a lot of CDs, but there wasn't any CDs I even wanted. So yeah, kind of a weak selection. But I did find 2 titles I wanted to pick up, and 2 pretty cool titles actually. Unfortunately, they're now doing that stupid thing where they take the discs out of the cases and put them into a binder up at the front cash register. I hate when places do that. And if you ever notice, it's never like places that you think would need to do that do it. You go to the city and the Goodwills there have their discs in the cases. You go to like the suburbs, like I live in the suburbs of a city of Philadelphia, I never see this. But you go out like further out into like more of the country area, and everybody out there puts their discs in binders. Why? Like, wouldn't that be like the area that has the least crime? You would think city, lots of crime. Suburbs, a little bit more or a little bit less crime, and then country, like no crime, or at least very little crime, right? Are there a lot of people in the country stealing movies? I don't have any idea. But anyway, regardless, that's what they do there now, and I'm not too happy about it. But luckily enough, both discs I went to pick up were in perfect condition, so that's awesome. I'm going to show you first the thing I picked up for myself. I don't know why I grabbed this. It was $1. I didn't get this for the store or anything like that. As I told you guys, I'm only selling media now at the store. So I picked this up for myself. I still have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but it was cool. I saw him. This is awesome. It's $1. It's a little bat, but look, his wings come open, and then his shirt says Valley Forge National Historical Park, which I live right by and I go to all the time. That is so cool. It's so cute. I have a feeling my wife is going to really like this because she actually loves brown bats. She thinks they're so cute. So I think I'm going to actually just give this to my wife. I'm going to surprise her with this and say, look, I got you something. So maybe I'll do that. It's a little like beanie plush. It's really cool. It's really cute. I love this. And it has a string, so it hangs upside down. And again, you put his wings back together. And there you go. He hangs upside down and hides. That is totally cute, so I love it. I don't know, it was $1. I picked it up. Like I said, I'll probably end up just giving it to my wife, because what am I going to do with it? So then for $2.97, I picked up The World's Most Beautiful Places, an HD DVD. That is awesome. I'm not so interested necessarily in this title, but it's an HD DVD I didn't have, so of course I had to pick it up for my HD DVD collection. It's just awesome to come across these. For $3, one I didn't have. I had to grab it, even though it's not the most exciting title ever. I had to pick that up. And then this was pretty cool. Really excited about this, and just thankfully, the discs were in good shape. We have Life's Too Short, the complete first season. This is so cool, also for $2.97. What an awesome find. This is a show I've always wanted to check out. I've heard good things about this, and it's definitely something I need to see. But like I said, I was a little leery on whether or not the discs were going to be in good shape, because it actually is a 2-disc set. And I was like, what are the odds both discs are scratch-free? And surprisingly, they were, even though they had put them into a binder. So I got very lucky there. So yeah, not a huge selection, but 2 pretty cool titles. So that's awesome. Okay, so then I headed out to the next Goodwill in some town whose name I've already forgotten. It's outside of Blue Ball, Pennsylvania. Yes, that is a place. If you ever, for those of you who do not live in Pennsylvania, look up weird Pennsylvania town names. There's a lot of ones. Blue Ball, Intercourse, Bird in Hand, and the list goes on and on. There's so many weird Pennsylvania town names. They're all like in like the Lancaster, Pennsylvania area too, which is really weird. But anyway, so headed out to the next Goodwill, and this is where I found some really awesome stuff. So as you saw, when I first walked into the store, I didn't even film. I walk in, I go over to the counter, I see stuff I want, I'm about to film, and the lady goes, may I help you? And I'm like, yeah, can I see those two? And I just bought them, so I didn't even get the film before some lady asked me if I needed help, which is great. It's cool they're on the ball like that and just asking if people need help. That's awesome. But I didn't even get the film what I wanted to show you guys, so it is what it is. But I ended up grabbing 2 UMD video sets. This is awesome. We have the complete first season of Entourage, which is cool because I had the second season on UMD video. I did not have the first season, so that's really, really awesome. I know the complete first and second season of Entourage. And the same thing kind of goes in reverse here with the Ali G Show. I have the first season on UMD, not the second season, so that's really, really cool. Definitely had to pick both of these up. Let's see, Entourage, for whatever reason, was $4.97, and then Ali G was $3.97, so I don't know what's with the dollar difference. I mean, yes, this is a much better show, so deservingly so of that dollar, but it's weird how they price those. I don't know. But anyway, very, very cool. So 2 UMD video sets. That is awesome. You guys know how much I love picking up UMD videos, and it's getting kind of rare that I come across ones I actually need to pick up that aren't being sold at like a game store for way too much. So that's fantastic. All right, so then downstairs into their basement, and this is where I found some more cool stuff. I can't believe I found this. I found a CD that just is amazing. This is Regatta 69. The album is Fat Free. This is Awesome. This is what I live for when I go to the CDs. I start looking through CDs. This is what I'm really looking for. A great punk or ska album. I'm a huge fan of punk and ska music. It's my all-time favorite they're all-time favorite genres of music. I love it. Now, I listen to a lot of everything. I listen to country from the 30s, 40s, and 50s. I listen to hip hop. I listen to metal. I listen to rock. I listen to whatever. I'll listen to pretty much a little bit of everything. But when it comes down to punk and ska are my two main genres that I just absolutely love when it comes to music. So when I'm out searching through CDs, the stuff I'm really looking for, the stuff that gets me pumped, the stuff that makes me just freak out when I come across it is a really good punk and ska CD, especially when it's something that's, not Green Day or something like that. Something that it's a band that you're like, wow, somebody else bought that? That's so cool. And Regatta 69 is one of those bands that's just like, who else knew about this band? That's so cool. It's so awesome that somebody else out there had this. Why they got rid of it, I have no idea, because this is a fantastic CD. I actually didn't own this one. This was not a CD I used to own back in the day, so really cool to get this. Of course, this is what I listened to on the way out to the other thrift store we went to, and then on the way back home, I listened to this entire CD. It's great. It's fantastic. It's so good. They're like they're a third wave ska band, but with I guess a bit of a reggae sound as well. So they're amazing. They're fantastic. I paid $2 for that, $1.97. That's amazing. And then also this I paid $2.97 for. We have Livewire Human Time Bomb. This is the Livewire sequel, so that's really, really cool. Definitely wanted to grab that. Now, I want to say I have Livewire on the first movie on VHS or maybe Laserdisc. I think I have it on something, if I'm not mistaken. But the sequel I definitely don't have, so that's awesome. Really cool to come across this in perfect condition. $3 was a steal. And then I picked up for the Cinema Sickness store. Had to grab this. Frankenweenie on DVD. This here is brand new. It is factory sealed. It has never been opened, so I figured this would be a great item to put up on the Cinema Sickness store, since, like I said, all I'm doing now is listing media there. No more knickknacks, no more toys, no more nothing like that. Just all media, including DVDs, especially factory sealed ones, factory sealed Disney DVDs. This is awesome. Great movie, by the way, too. So very cool. I had to definitely grab that for the store. All right. Then we headed out to the next thrift store, whose name I'm forgetting. Lucky Dog. Lucky Dog thrift store. And by the way, the Lucky Dog was running around the store. Apparently, that Lucky Dog's actually named after a little dog that they call Lucky Dog. I don't know why. I should have asked what the backstory on Lucky Dog is. He probably maybe had like a disease or got hit by a car or something and like lived. That's what they call him, Lucky Dog, I would think. I have no idea. Next time I go out there, I'm going to ask that. So, wait, hold on. I forgot. At the second Goodwill, I bought this as well. I almost completely forgot. I looked over and saw it sitting there. This is a VHS tower. I always buy these when I come across them. I just don't see them very often anymore. I have a surplus of these up in my attic. Why? I don't know, but I see myself probably using these someday. Maybe. I've used them in the past, so I'll use them again down here. I might. My VHS section is starting to get a little full, so I might need to start using these at some point. So I always pick these up when I come across them in good shape. So I grabbed this for $3, $2.97. Definitely had to pick that up. All right, so now back to Lucky Dog. So unfortunately, there wasn't a lot in there. There were like 2 VHS tapes that there was a lot in there. There's a ton of stuff in there. But as far as what I wanted, there were only 2 VHS tapes, and I think it came out to maybe like 50 cents or $1 or something like that total. And as such, I couldn't use my credit card. They had a limit. They had a $10 limit, they told me. So I wasn't able to do any shopping in there. But I went out their back entrance, and when you go out their back entrance, there's another door, and it's their like little annex store, their sister store. It's still part of their store, but it's like in their like little basement area. So okay. So I was like, whatever. I'll just go in here, look around. Who knows? Maybe there'd be $10 worth of stuff I want to buy in there. And there wasn't, but that's okay, because when I asked the guy working down there how much do I need to spend to actually get stuff here, he said $5. So awesome. Unfortunately, he wouldn't let me film. I started filming. He's like, oh, no filming, please. So I couldn't film anything for you guys, but at least I was able to buy stuff. So that's awesome. So for me, I picked up, this is great, the Home Alone 3 soundtrack. How cool is that? Not a very good movie. I know a lot of you guys like this movie, and I know why. It's because you grew up with it. I've been hearing recently from people a little younger than me about how much they love Home Alone 3. They're like, oh yeah, Home Alone 1, 2, and 3 are fantastic, and then everything after that sucks. I'm like, really? You put the third one in there? You like the third movie? Because my generation's like Home Alone 1 and 2. Awesome. Everything after that is just horrible, and I kind of agree. I'm not a big fan of it. Although if I remember correctly, I think I didn't like Home Alone 3, but I thought Home Alone 4 4 was like okay. I think it's been a while since I've watched all the rest of the Home Alone movies after 2, so I can't really remember. But I think that's what it was. 3 I thought was pretty bad, but 4 I kind of liked, maybe. I forget. But anyway, I didn't have the soundtrack to this, so that's awesome. I had to pick this up. That's great. And then I also picked up, this was $1. Oh, this was $1, and this was $1. I grabbed for my Walt Disney World collection, my Disney Parks collection, this awesome Walt Disney World shot glass. Look at that. We got little MGM there, or I'm sorry, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and Animal Kingdom. So that's really cool. And this is back when the Sorcerer Mickey hat was still in DHS. So that's absolutely just awesome. Very cool. The monorail's there as well. I love it. Although the monorail's coming from, I like how, that's weird. The monorail's coming from DHS in Epcot. It should be coming either from Epcot to Magic Kingdom or Magic Kingdom to Epcot. But anyway, that's just me nitpicking. This is really cool. So a shot glass for a Walt Disney World. Of course, I had to pick that up. That'll go in my collection. That's awesome. And then I grabbed some more stuff for you guys. Some more stuff for the Cinema Sickness store. This is such a good movie. I would have bought this if I was still buying backups as I used to do. For those of you who don't know, I used to buy backup movies where if I come across something I just don't see very often, I'd buy a backup and then just put it in a closet in case something ever happened to my copy, which I started selling those off. A lot of those are on the Cinema Sickness store right now because I'm just like, this is stupid. I mean, yeah, it makes sense in the sense that I could possibly have something horrible happen to my kind of rare, hard to find DVD or Blu-ray or something like that. Something bad could happen to it and I'd be mad and I had to spend a lot of money to buy a new one to replace it, but whatever. I'm not going to do that anymore. And again, if I was buying backups, I would have bought this for me for a backup, but I'm buying it for you guys instead. Newsies. Oh my gosh. Such an amazing Disney movie. I love this film. It is so good. A very young Christian Bale too, which is really, really cool. He doesn't even get, I just realized he doesn't even get billing on the front. Robert Duvall and Anne Margaret get top billing, and Christian Bale does not. Bill Pullman doesn't either, except for on the back. That's really weird. Anyway, great movie. This again, it's fantastic. The choreography, the singing, the story, everything about this is just amazing. And this is brand new. This is factory sealed. I almost don't want to get rid of this, but I am going to put that up on the store. I don't want to, but I'm going to. And then this is pretty amazing. I was pretty blown away to just come across one of these, just period. If I can get, there's like a sticker on the front. That's kind of annoying. Oh, well, I'll have to get that off. But this is awesome. I don't ever come across these in the wild. I think I want to say this is the first time I ever come across one of these in the wild. I think the rest of these were either sent to me by you guys or I ordered them off eBay. But I don't think I've ever actually seen one of these out and about. We have a movie CD of Poison Ivy. I already have this one. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I finally come across a movie CD out in the wild, and it's one I already own. Why am I not surprised? So, cool movie and really cool format. Now, like I've said to you guys, you can only use Windows 95 to watch this. Well, apparently Windows 98 works as well, but from what I hear, it's kind of crashy. It doesn't really work all that well. So really, when it comes down to it, you gotta have Windows 95 to run this, and you can't even run it in compatibility mode or anything like that. You have to have Windows 95 installed on the computer to play this. So it's kind of crazy, but it's absolutely awesome. Nevertheless, I love this format. It's fun. I, of course, have myself a Windows 95 computer to play these. So very cool and really neat to come across one of these. But again, it figures that the one I come across is one of the ones I already own. So whatever. But I grabbed this for the Cinema Sickness store because these are just too cool to pass up. I just don't ever see these. So that's absolutely fantastic. So there you go. That was everything I ended up picking up today. Definitely an awesome trip. I mean, not the hugest haul ever, but a lot of really interesting stuff. I mean, music, CDs, HD DVDs, UMDs, so much cool stuff for the store as well. I mean, all this stuff for the store, awesome. Such cool items, and I mean, just an amazing CD right here. So really today was quality over quantity. Oh, and a really cool shot glass. So definitely quality over quantity. So many cool things picked up today. I really need to get them off. And like I said, probably this spring, I'm going to try to get some of the crew together. We're going to head out there. I'm going to do some Google searching, see what other pawn shops, thrift stores, flea markets are out that way or whatever, and try to hit them all up and, see if we can score pretty big, like in one giant day's worth of a haul. That'd be awesome. So, all right, there you go. That's everything I picked up. So, let's watch a movie. And the movie on the agenda for tonight is going to be Central Intelligence. Kevin Hart, The Rock. Sounds like a winning combination. I think this movie's going to be pretty awesome. We will see, though. So let's pop it in and check it out. All right, Central Intelligence. This was pretty decent. I wouldn't say this movie was anything amazing. It's a pretty standard run-of-the-mill comedy, but it had some funny moments. I was definitely laughing quite a bit. It kept me entertained. It was an interesting story, and all in all, I enjoyed it. Plus, Kevin Hart and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I mean, yeah, I pretty much love anything that either of those two are in. So you put them together, and it just, yes, I was pretty excited to check this movie out. But again, it wasn't anything to write home about. It wasn't anything amazing, but it was still a funny, decent movie. What I will give this movie credit for is keeping me guessing. Most of the time, and I'm going to try to do this without spoiling anything, so hopefully I won't, but you've been warned. Most of the time when I watch a movie, since I've seen so many movies, you kind of go, okay, you know that this person's going to be the bad guy, or this person's going to be the bad guy, or you know the twists they're trying to do. You're like, all right, you know, you're going to throw 100 twists at me, but I know how this is going to work out. And even though I was about 99.9% sure, you know, how this was going to turn out, and how The Rock's, how his character was going to turn out, I will admit that there were moments where I was like, huh, I wonder, like, I wonder if he's going to be a good guy or a bad guy. They did keep me in suspense a little bit. There were moments where I was second guessing myself. I will give it that, and I think it's all due to The Rock's, and I know Dwayne Johnson, but I'm going to always call him The Rock. I think it's really due to his performance, because he does a great job of playing this kind of a little crazy of a character, and as such, when he says stuff, you're like, do I believe him? Because he kind of says it in a way where you're like, that didn't sound very believable, but at the same time you're thinking, but I think he's telling the truth, but I don't know. So it really keeps you guessing. So I will give the movie that. It definitely keeps you guessing as to what side of the team The Rock's on, and I love that for the movie. And again, I think it's all really due to his performance. The Rock in this movie was great. Kevin Hart was great too. He was very funny, but Kevin Hart kind of played sort of a typical Kevin Hart character. He seemed like every character you see from most movies. Not that's a bad thing. I tend to really enjoy him. But The Rock, yeah, he really like kind of shone through in this movie. I think did a fantastic job. So this movie was pretty decent. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was decent. I really enjoyed it. Well, I did really enjoy it, but it was just decent. Again, it wasn't anything amazing. It wasn't anything, again, to write home about. It wasn't anything special. It's not the new greatest comedy I've ever seen or anything like that. No, it's kind of run-of-the-mill. It's just going to fall into, you know, a whole bunch of other movies I have. It's not going to be the one I watch over and over and over again. But would I watch it again? I certainly would. In a few years from now, I see myself popping this one back in and enjoying it just as much as I did now. So even though it's nothing special, even though it's kind of run-of-the-mill, I would say if Central Intelligence seems like something you want to check out, it's definitely worth seeing. It'll definitely keep you entertained. It'll have you laughing, and it's a movie I would recommend. All right, and as always with that, I have about 1,000 more packages to pack up for you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys have been ordering so much stuff recently from the Cinema Sickness store, and that is awesome. I really do appreciate it, because all those, every time you guys buy something from the Cinema Sickness store, that doesn't just go into like my pocket. I'm like, yeah, all right, that goes all back into the show. So whether it's putting gas in my car so I can go out and shoot something for you guys, or whatever it might be, new equipment, or just whatever I need for the show, that's what it goes into. It goes into a whole separate like Cinema Sickness account that doesn't just go into my bank account. So yes, all the proceeds from the Cinema Sickness store go right back into the show. So I really do appreciate it, and for everybody else out there, you know, you guys should appreciate everybody else who's bought stuff too, because it's all going right back into the show, making it bigger and better for you guys. So thank you so much for everybody who's been purchasing stuff off the Cinema Sickness store, and for everybody who will in the future. Again, I really do appreciate it. But oh my gosh, I have so many packages upstairs right now waiting for me to package up and send out to you guys. So I need to get on that, because I really want to get those out for you guys tomorrow. So yes, as always with that, I'm going to go package some stuff and then go to bed, because I am very tired. So thank you guys so much for checking this video out. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Also, if you want to see a brand new video from me every single day, hit that subscribe button, and you're going to get one. And if you want to grab yourself a Cinema Sickness t-shirt, this is one of many designs you can choose from, then head over to cinemasickness.spreadshirt.com where you can get yourself one of these. And finally, if you would like to support new content, just show your thanks and appreciation for these videos, and keep these videos coming your way every single day, then head over to patreon.com/cinemasickness, with a simple donation of $1 or as much as you like. Really does go a long way. All goes right back in these videos and gains you early access to most of my videos as well. And really quickly, since I was just talking about the Cinema Sickness store, if you are unaware of it, it's on Instagram. It's just the Cinema Sickness store, all one word. But if you just want a straight link to it, if you're watching this on YouTube, down below in the description of this video, there will be a link. And if you're watching this at cinemasickness.com, it's over to your left or your right. It's like that direction, I think. Anyway, look to your side. There's a little side panel. You'll see a link to it. Click on that. And It'll take you to the Cinema Sega sorting and see everything that is there for sale. Many more new items coming, so stay tuned for that. So again, that is it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.